Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Joffy Noodle Legs here today. Just having a brew. Sorry, I'm always having a brew, just because it's just what I do. So at the end of the day, gotta have a cup of tea, at the end of the day. And it makes it more sort of like a more, I think, homely one-to-one chat with you, rather than just sort of like trying to pretend to be something. Right, got another movie film review today. As you may know, if you've been on my channel, I've picked up a couple of new movies, new releases, and one of them was Two Witches, the Arrow release of Two Witches. And I watched it last night, so I'm going to give you a little review of it. First of all, this edition, I did an unboxing for it. It's an Arrow one, it's the first pressing. It comes with the slipcase, the movie, a booklet, and a poster, and reversible sleeve. So that's the edition. It's really, really cool. Right, I'll give you a little synopsis on the film. The film is sort of set out into two sort of chapters, really. It's about two witches. And I believe it's a grandmother and her granddaughter. The first chapter is called The Boogie Woman, which is pretty much about the grandmother. And it starts off, she's in a restaurant, and she's looking at this young pregnant girl in there and her partner. There's something to do with her, the type of witch she is. She's like a baby eater. Okay, so she's watching this one, and the girl notices and gets felt very uncomfortable by it. And then she goes to sort of like a home where she's got this sort of kind of altar, and she's now putting like a curse or something on this young girl. And that storyline goes along that this girl keeps seeing her in visions. Sorry, I'm not putting in too many clips, and I might put one or two. I'm not sure yet. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, so she starts seeing visions of this witch, and she's giving us all a jump scares all over the place. And her partner's a bit sort of like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't believe it. And you think, she's a bit sort of like, think it's because it's just her being pregnant. Anyway, then they go off to visit some friends. And she tells one of the girls about it, and they decide to do like a Ouija board, and again they all think it's just a big joke, but obviously it's actually reawakened the witch a little bit, and then the girl starts behaving really sort of weird.
We should call 911.
Don't be ridiculous. It'll take 20 minutes to get here. She's sleepwalking, man.
She's never done anything like this before.
So she's behaving a little bit strange, and she's sort of like, how can I put it? She's just sort of like really almost sort of cursed by this witch, and it gets to a stage where something horrible happens, which I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to spoil the plot. Anyway, her boyfriend starts believing her that something's not right. Anyway, then it comes to sort of like a really sort of horrible conclusion, and then we go to chapter 2, which is about the younger witch. This one here, his name's Marsha. And anyway, it sort of begins with her. She's the granddaughter of the other witch, and she's also very, very strange. She's living with another woman, I think they're house sharing, and she sort of explains to her that her grandmother's a witch, and she's old and dying, and when she dies, she will gain her powers. Anyway, so she starts to gain more witchy powers and starts creating havoc around on her story. And again, it's very uncomfortable and sort of like yeah. And in it, there is a little bit of the film where the two sort of stories entwine. Um, so that's, again, I don't want to spoil the plot or anything. And then there's like quite a cool conclusion to the film. So that is pretty much my synopsis of the film. So what I'm going to do now is just put in some photographs. So there you go, there's some photographs from the film. What do I think of the film? Wow, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's such a good film. It's got to be one of the best modern horrors I have seen since 2019 when the Witch came out. And that's not just because it's another witch film, it's just that good. It's such a good film. It's really well acted. It's so eerie. It absolutely spooks you out. It freaked me out. It freaks me out. It really did. And it's really, the jump scares are really jump scary. There's a lot of them. Um, and it's quite disturbing as well. It's got everything I love in the film. Gore, yeah, just a bit more would have been good. That's the only thing it really lacked. There is some gore in there, and there is some really sort of like, horrible things happening in there. But I just think a little bit more would have been awesome. But yeah, it's amazing. It's such a good, and the story and the way the film's set out was incredible. Like it was two chapters and then an epilogue. So you get, like, it comes up saying chapter one, the Boogie Woman, chapter two, Marsha, and then epilogue. And I love that because it's so cool. Because it was like, because when you're first watching it, you're thinking this is a bit over the place, but it's not. It's really not. It's because there's a few dream sequences go on, and you think, what's happening here? And then you realise there's a dream sequence. And I love that it tells the story of, like, the old woman first, and then the young girl, and then the ultimate sort of conclusion. And at the end, it says to be continued. So this is just the prequel to something amazing, I reckon. I think it's definitely going to be another film to this, and it was incredible. It's amazing. The pluses to the film: the transfer is fantastic. It looks stunning. It's amazing. The actors and actresses are awesome. I love both the witches. I know they were evil, but you still sort of like, you were still egging for them, really. And so that was really cool. And I liked all the other characters; they were really, really cool. Um, it just looks amazing. The effects were cool. It was really, really atmospheric and scary, really scary. And it's a great witch film. And I love witch films. It's amazing. The minuses of the film, the only one I could say it was, again, just a little bit more gore would have been absolutely incredible. And I look at this film as being incredible. So I'm giving this to you as an essential watch. And yet again, it's another 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. It's incredible, amazing. You have to watch this film. It's awesome. And that's my review of Two Witches. Not a long one today, but it's only because it's still fresh in my brain. I wanted to get it out to you, because I will be watching it again. This does contain a couple of audio commentaries, which I will watch with them on as well, because I love to, once I've seen the film and I love it, I love to get an insight to what was going on in the director's mind and see if it sort of compares to mine. And sometimes they give you little story bits that, okay, that's not how I saw it, and you know what I mean. So I quite like doing that because it sort of like helps you sort of get your head round the film, and this is one to definitely get your head round. Wow, what a film! Amazing. Guys, until my next video, go and check out some more channels for me. Please go and check out Horror Hands, the Horror Geek, RS Designs, Pizzawell, I Am Ice Lord, Sarah of Horror, Horror and Todge, Man v Film. Awesome channels, guys. Please check out The Two Witches. It's available now from Arrow Video. So pick it up. Yeah, it's about £17.99, £20, but it's one of the best 20 quid you'll spend this year. You know, it's the price of a pizza takeaway, and you've got a film that you can watch a number of times, and it's got lots of extra features on here, so it's definitely worth it. Awesome. Till next time, guys, look after yourself. Have an amazing Halloween tomorrow, and I hope I'll see you all soon.